And then the booklet says a history of the town of Felicity. And also it says a town dedicated to the remembrance, and it's a Facilicity Historical Society. It says on the very bottom of it. We're on the other side of the room here, and we're just panning at the different things that are here. There's a t-shirt that says Official Center of the World, Felicity, California, USA. And different dolls and animals here. Here we have little bugs that are made out of wire and plastic. Here we have the local school has done some things here. Some artwork that they've put on the wall. Very cute. At the very bottom down here, there's like Tagger cookie jars and a creamery set. And there's coasters. Bugs, flowers, very beautiful flowers. Miss Connie has found a fan over there. There's books and kites. More displays. Here's one of cats. Right here. Miss E.T., here are some cats for you. And then up here is a glass pictorial ball of the world. Let me see if I can get a better shot of it. And here on the table in front of us we have some jewelry, some jewelry for around the neck, and then some things for your wrist. A pyramidal shape here. It's a glass pyramidal thing with silver on the outside, and it's got different things on the inside. Oh, Miss Vivian, here's a mosaic, not a mosaic, but a picture for you from Egypt. Here's a book about the Yuma Territorial Prison. It's called A Prayer of Poultice of Paul. Life and Death in Yuma, Arizona Territory. And here's one that says, From Brothel to Boomtown, Yuma's Naughty Past. A guide to ghost towns and mining camps of the Yuma and Lower Colorado regions. Outlaws and lawmen, old human.
Oh, okay. And he writes frequently for the New Sun.
Ben Hulse has wrote a book here.
I think that's from Turkey. Because that table has a lot of Turkey stuff on it.
Different various books here.
Is it A&A? Is that the code? ABC.
Here's something that says Irish stew. And a recipe. Now we're panning out the window, looking at Highway 8. This is the World Commemorative Center. And here are some plaques and plans for the wall. In a movie that we began watching, they had a dedication to the Korean War memorial out here. And they're going to build a church on the top of the hill that will sit 60 people. And that's an upcoming. Portions of the wall are going to be built in Felicity. Here's a picture of a, I don't know if we're getting a good shot of it or not. I'm sorry to move around. It's a picture of a blimp. I'm going to pause for a moment. An airplane called Voyager had made the first non-stop around the world flight. It's on the wall as a picture.
I remember when that happened. Yeah.
Different historical newspaper clippings.
This is the end piece, his statement as to why he's doing this history of humanity out there. And it will be repeated. There are 8 monuments. 8 monuments. And it will be in English on one of the front pieces. And the other front pieces will have the same thing translated into 7 very common languages used throughout the world. And then for the other end, he wanted some quotations, and I don't know why there are only 7 here instead of 8. But he's asking for people if they'd like to mark yes or no on his suggested quotations. I guess if you're doing something that might last 4,000 years, you'd like to have a little concurrence on what
A story on the National Geographic.
Oh, look at that one there. That one's got almost as many no's as yes. Amen contains all the
The
needs.
San Diego Tribune
Government with the himself.
about Felicity.
And then Ronald.
Oh, yeah.
In a mirror.
And there's 30,000 pounds of steel in these support beams and the braces that go around each level.
Isn't that something?
That's the drag I'm trying to get in a long time.
Let him come on in if he wants to.
Well, he's a good drag.
We're in the center of the world pyramid. And we're just panning around in a circle. There's mirrors, and mirrors to me symbolize eternity. We're looking up through one of the spaces here. I'll pan up towards the ceiling, then back down.
Well, if they show it and you can make a copy, I'm sure you can.
Oh, yeah, we did a copy of it.
Seems to be very thorough.
And this is the marking for the center of the world.
Now, this needs some attention because we've had several rains in the course of 20 years, and water always seems to collect on this side.
Won't last 4,000 years like that.
Now this says Friends of the United States Marine Corps Korean War Memorial. And then down below, it's for the French Foreign Legion. My French is not so well, so I'll just take a picture.
Got a couple of them, but I couldn't get them.
And this says United States Marine Corps Korean War Memorial dedicated to the 4,617 and 107 Navy Corps who died for the country in the Korean War to the United States Marine, past, present, and future. Here we have the Congressional Medal of Honor. Those were the Marines, and this is the Navy at the bottom. This is the United States Navy. It says provides medical services for the Marine Navy hospital corpsmen who died alongside the Marines.
Boy, if you don't think it's hot in that desert out there, in those dunes, think again. And not too far from Felicity. Well, I can't truthfully say how far it is because I've never been there. This year, some of the friends went to different places for me because I was not able to travel. And so, I don't know why I thought it was San Diego, but actually it's Monterey, which is up north there. Some of the friends went to, they were smart, they went to a cool place, and they went to the Monterey Aquarium and filmed all the beautiful fishes and things, and they were just exquisite. So I thought, you know, we're already in California, and don't know if we go north or south, or either way, we're still in California. We're going to go to the aquarium and share some of those things with you. And maybe we can cool off a little bit, huh? Well, it's kind of autumn at the moment, so that is pretty nice. But it was a pretty hot and turbulent summer, 2009, don't you think? Boy, if you lived in Texas or the East Coast, you really got it from all ends. Us Washingtonians, we came out okay every once in a while. Got a little too hot for some of us, but those of us that are sun gods or goddesses, we appreciated it. And